Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the 2015 Platinum Edition Decepticon Triple Changer Blitzwing. That's right, this is the turn of Blitzwing. Astro Train has been uploaded already on a separate video. So what we're going to do with this one, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at all the pieces and accessories that come with him. We will of course do some comparisons with him and some other, let's see if I can get him to stand, some other Blitzwing figures that I've got. And I think I'm going to do my very best as well to try and explain to you why they chose that particular colour scheme. Massive hint with him there. But let's have a look at him then. So as I say, this set originally came out, funnily enough, it was released during or part of the Generations toy line at the time. It came out in 2015. And yeah, they just chose two very popular characters. And I say that because they tend to get quite a lot of reissues, these guys, and updates in each toy line that they do, to be honest. So there you can see they're in the packaging. These look like they're going to just come straight out, so I should be able to just pull them out all in the one particular video. Perfect. Yes, I can. There we go. Now all I'm going to take out is two of the missiles for obvious reasons. We don't need three, and I can just keep one nice and safe inside. So let's take these out, and yeah, you'll notice as well that obviously everything is separate. There's nothing on a sprue. Everything, of course, the G1 figures, they came on a sprue. These ones don't at all. Right, let's move that out of the way and let's have a quick look at him in this particular mode. So it's a crazy color scheme. It's exactly the same mold that they've used for Generation 1 Blitzwing all along. Let's just fold this wheel down. He says that's a bit weird because it's just all brown. It's all that same color brown. I love this mold. I'm super biased. I've got such fond memories of this guy. Well, should I say this guy, from it being a child. And yeah, I just think he looks great. Color scheme on the original, I've got to confess, is better than that one there. What I'm going to do, actually, let's see if I can balance these up while I talk about them. So there we go. If I balance that there, and then we can bring in what I think, and this is only what I've read and what people think. It's not confirmed, but it seems quite plausible. This is, of course, Flywheels, the jet mode from Flywheels, and it is a very, I suppose, similar sort of colour scheme to him. Just again, great figures. I think they did another one, Blaster and Perceptor as well. They just seem to reissue randomly Generation 1 figures, again, down the Generations toy line. They haven't done any for quite a bit. I think that's enough, as I say, having a look at him in this particular mode. What I'm going to do to keep the length of the video down, I'm just going to very quickly get him transformed into his tank and ready for some more comparisons. Okay, back with him being in tank mode, and this is obviously perhaps the most basic mode of the actual figure, but in honesty it's a little bit disappointing in this particular version, purely because it's down to the treads. As you can see, I mean, they were, I won't say bad enough, that's too harsh on the figure. You can see here obviously there wasn't actually any tread at all and there was no movement, but at least there's a bit of detail there and you can see where they're supposed to be. With this, you've just got nothing at all. You've got it molded in, no real color change at all. So this, it just lets it down a little bit more. Again, whether or not it's something to do with this guy, who knows? But again, look, there's quite a striking similarity there between the two. And I actually like the idea of that. I've got no idea why it would be Flywheels, but I do like the idea that it has got the homage towards that. So with the tank, you can, of course, turn the turret all the way around. It'll go backwards and forwards a little bit. And of course, this will actually extend and condense right back in as well. So, oh, they look like they're the wrong way around. Actually, I'm going to sort that out in 2 seconds, but we're going to come back now with him being in the robot mode. Okay, back for the final time in his robot mode, and that's because that's how I'm going to be displaying him. The actual tail fins were in the right place. It just looked like it had a gap. So this is the robot mode. This is the way I'm going to be displaying him. Lovely head sculpt. I love the fact that they've kept this head sculpt on pretty much all of the newer versions of him, and I think it's a really good design for the head. Articulation wise, you haven't really got any guys. You've just got the arms that will move up there, which, let's be honest, that looks really awkward. It doesn't look the greatest. There's nothing else really. The legs slide up and down, but that is just purely for transformation process. And that's pretty much about it. If we spin it round, as you can see, we've got that there. Now we've got the little missiles here that I didn't put in jet mode, but I'm going to pop them into this particular spring mounted. There we go. Just to display them. I'm not sure if they're going to fire. To be honest, I'm not even going to try firing them. I'm going to try and preserve this in the best condition as I can. As I said, it's just going to go on display. However, I will be displaying him with both accessories. So there is the blitzwing gun, standard, again, just painted differently. That's the peg or the dowel which is going to go into his hand, so for obvious reasons it's going to go there, otherwise it'll have to go upside down. Then you've got the sword, which now reminds me incredibly much of one of the Dinobots because of this particular color scheme. It really does. It's just hit me there. It looks like perhaps Grimlock's sword, but same again, dowel on the one side, and let's pop him in that particular hand there. Right, this is again who we believe that he's been homaged to, even though it's color reverse. So obviously flywheels is red is at the top and vice versa. I can believe it though, as I say, I can believe it, and I think it's a great idea. Let's do some comparisons then. In fact, let's do some other blitzwings first. So well, this is, I think it's Overcharge. Yeah, Overcharge. And he's an ehobby exclusive, but he's also based on the original Diaclone coloured mould. That, of course, is your normal blitzwing figure from Generation 1, and I think still that that's the best colour scheme, in all honesty. Because I like the mould, I don't think they can do anything wrong with it, to be honest. Yes, I think they've been a little bit lazy with the tyre tracks on this one, which I've already mentioned. But again, just biased. I'll admit it, biased because of my love for the particular mould. I'm just going to move these two out of the way, and it's only right that we put this Astro Train next to him, because that is, of course, the other bot that is from the pack. But what we can do now, just very quickly, we can have a look at them with a few other crazy coloured, I suppose, figures that have been released down the toy line. I've done a load more with these on Astro Train's video. I'm just going to put these two either side, and I suppose a couple of reasons. One, because if you've not seen these before, these have got their own individual videos as well. So you've got Shining Magnus and Nuclean Quest Convoy there if you want to see them in more detail. Either way, this is just a great use of, well, yeah, a great redeco of a brilliant mould that they've just managed to use again, even though it's about nearly 8 years old already. But I hope you enjoyed looking at it, guys. I know quite a few people have got these, and yeah, because of their crazy wacky colour scheme, I think they just work. Let me know if you like them as well, and of course, take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.